There's a hidden game unfolding around you every single day. It's not about your looks. It's not about your pickup lines. Starts and ends in the mind. Most men, they're completely blind to it. They chase, they beg, they try so hard to impress, and in doing so, they sacrifice the one thing that truly matters: power. Today, we rip back the curtain. We're about to expose the 7 dark psychological laws that women unconsciously respond to. These aren't cheap tricks or fleeting gimmicks. These are deeply rooted mental frameworks, forged from behavioral psychology, ancient power dynamics, and the unwavering strength of Stoic dominance. Master these laws, integrate them into your being, and the game will never, ever be the same. Before we unleash these laws, if you're serious about forging yourself into someone unshakable, undeniably desirable, and truly untouchable, hit that subscribe button for StoiForge. This is the crucible where weak intentions are melted down, and men are reforged into pure, unyielding masculine steel. Join us. Law 1. The law of scarcity. The less you give, the more she wants. This is fundamental. Scarcity creates value. It's an economic principle, yes, but it's a bedrock of human psychology too. Think about it. The more available you are, the more she knows she can have you on demand, anytime, anywhere. The less inherent worth you carry in her mind. It's a harsh truth, but it's a truth nonetheless. Imagine 2 men. Man A, he's glued to his phone. He texts her every single morning without fail. He reacts to every one of her social media stories. He double taps every post. He's always there, always ready, always available. Man B, he disappears for days, maybe a week. Then, out of the blue, he sends one carefully crafted message. A message that hits deep, that resonates, that makes her think. Now, who do you think dominates her mental real estate? Who is she thinking about when she's trying to fall asleep? It's the man who isn't always around. It's the man whose presence is a privilege, not a guarantee. Scarcity, my friends, builds mystery. And what does mystery build? Desire. This isn't just theory. Dr. Robert Cialdini, a titan in the field of influence, in his seminal work Influence, proves this. We inherently assign more value to things that are less available. This is precisely why limited-time offers or last item in stock tags trigger an immediate rush in consumer behavior. The same psychological trigger fires off in social dynamics. When you become less available, your time, your attention, your presence, it transforms into a premium currency. It becomes something she earns, not something she's just given. As Thomas Fuller wisely put it, absence sharpens love, presence strengthens it. Don't respond instantly. Let her wonder. Let her anticipation build. A delayed response isn't rudeness. It's a strategic pause that screams, my time is valuable. Prioritize your growth. Make plans, but don't be afraid to occasionally cancel if something more important for your mission comes up. You are the protagonist of your life. Be seen, then disappear. Make an impact, then step back. This isn't about ghosting. It's about controlling the flow of engagement. This is fascinating. Our brains remember unfinished tasks or incomplete information far better than completed ones. So, when she doesn't get your full, unwavering attention, when there's a sliver of uncertainty or an unanswered question about you, she thinks about you longer. You linger in her mind. That's power. Law 2. The mirror principle. Reflect her, then lead her. Humans are wired for connection. We naturally, unconsciously, gravitate towards those who reflect our own energy. It's subtle. It makes people feel understood, seen, validated. Picture this. A man walks into a vibrant party. He scans the room and spots a woman across the room. She's laughing, speaking with rapid-fire enthusiasm. Her energy is infectious, full of fire. What does he do? He doesn't try to dominate immediately. He mirrors her energy. He subtly matches her speed, his laughter echoing hers, making her feel completely seen. He builds rapport, a connection. But here's the crucial pivot. Once that rapport is established, he subtly shifts. He slows down. His voice deepens slightly. He grounds the moment. And suddenly, almost imperceptibly, she leans in. She matches his new tempo. He didn't just join her world. He then invited her into his. He flipped the power dynamic effortlessly. First, you match her world. Then, and only then, do you invite her into yours. This phenomenon is deeply rooted in our biology. Our mirror neuron system in the brain plays a critical role in empathy and social learning. When you subtly mimic someone's body language, their vocal tonality, or their facial expressions, it creates an unconscious sense of rapport. It's like their brain registers. We are alike. We are safe. We understand each other. But the real magic isn't just in mirroring. The magic happens when you leverage that built rapport to lead her energy. You've established trust, a common ground. Now you can guide the emotional and conversational flow. As Lao Tzu wisely advised, to lead people, walk behind them. You subtly connect, then confidently guide. Initial matching. For the first few minutes of an interaction, subtly match her vibe. If she's energetic, be energetic. If she's calm, be calm. A gradual shift and control. Once rapport is established, gradually slow your pace, deepen your voice, take more deliberate actions. Command the space with your presence. Lead the emotional tempo. If a conversation becomes too light, introduce depth. If it's too serious, inject a moment of humor. You become the conductor of the emotional orchestra. This is the unconscious mimicry of gestures, mannerisms, and other behaviors. It's been scientifically shown to increase likability and trust. Use it to build bridges, then confidently lead across them. Law 3. The authority effect. The one who leads, wins. Let's be direct. Women don't chase uncertainty. They chase presence. They chase certainty. They chase a man who knows where he's going, and who isn't afraid to lead. Consider these two scenarios. Man X, he's on a date. He meekly asks, "So, where do you want to go tonight? What are you in the mood for?" He relinquishes control, hoping she'll dictate the experience. He gives away his power. Man Y, he confidently states, "Be ready at 7. I found a place I know you're going to love." He provides a clear direction, a confident decision. He gives her certainty. Now, who builds attraction? Who makes her feel like she's with a man who has a plan? Who is in control? Who is the safe and exciting harbor in a chaotic world? This man Y every single time. Think about Stanley Milgram's infamous experiments. People, surprisingly, followed authority figures even when those commands conflicted with their own moral compass. Why? Because we are hardwired to trust and even defer to those who appear confident, directional, and dominant. In the realm of relationships and attraction, this confidence doesn't need to be loud, aggressive, or boastful. In fact, true authority is rarely loud. It simply needs to be sure. It's the quiet knowing, the unwavering conviction in your decisions and your direction. As the cunning Tywin Lannister from Game of Thrones famously asserted, "A lion doesn't concern himself with the opinion of sheep." True authority cares not for external validation. Decisive action. Make decisions. Don't hem and haw. Decide where to eat, what to do, what to talk about. Don't seek validation for every choice. Command your presence. Walk slower. Talk slower. Don't rush. This isn't about being sluggish. It's about projecting calm, unshakable certainty. Your movements and speech should convey inner stillness. Embrace imperfection. When in doubt, act anyway. Even an imperfect decision made with conviction is more attractive than indecision. Learn from it, adjust, but move. While applied differently here, the core principle remains. People tend to follow perceived authority, even in ambiguous or stressful situations. Be that calm, guiding force, and she will instinctively look to you. Law 4. The contrast effect. Dark plus light equals desire. Desire is not born from predictability. Desire thrives in contrast. Sameness kills attraction. He's been nothing but sweet. He's charming, attentive, complimentary. She smiles. She's comfortable. But then, a moment arrives where he needs to set a boundary. Perhaps she pushed too far or crossed a line. And he does it with a steady, cold stare. Not aggressive, but firm. Unyielding. She wasn't expecting it. This sudden flash of steel, this unexpected edge, shatters her comfort zone. And paradoxically, now she's not just intrigued, she's captivated. The man who can embody both warmth and an underlying fierceness, that man is unforgettable. He is a puzzle she wants to solve. The contrast effect in psychology states that we don't perceive things in isolation. We perceive them in comparison to what came before or what is adjacent. A man who is only kind, only agreeable, only sweet, he becomes forgettable. He's a flat line. But a man who is kind, yes, who has a compassionate heart, but who also possesses an undeniable edge, a backbone of steel, a hint of danger, that man is memorable. He's intriguing. He's irresistible. He creates a dynamic tension that makes her feel alive. An ancient proverb illuminates this perfectly. The most dangerous man is the one who smiles in war. It's the unexpected blend of traits that makes him powerful. The dynamic range. Mix your humor with moments of intensity. Be genuinely funny, then shift to a serious, profound point. Show her you have depth and range. Gentle words, sharp boundaries. Be gentle in your speech, thoughtful in your expressions. But when it comes to your boundaries, your values, your non-negotiables, be absolutely unyielding. A strategic mystery and revelation. Be mysterious about certain aspects of your life. Let her wonder. Then, choose specific, impactful moments to reveal something personal, something vulnerable, something that deepens her understanding of you. The drip feed of information creates intrigue. This isn't just about showing two different traits. It's about how two conflicting traits presented together actually amplify each other. The kindness becomes more profound because of the underlying strength, and the strength becomes more appealing because of the capacity for kindness. Law 5. Psychological anchoring. Attach emotion to you. Imagine this. When she experiences a certain feeling, a specific emotion, her mind automatically connects that feeling to you. That's anchoring. He consistently plays a specific song whenever they're together, during their most memorable moments, whether it's a deep conversation, a fun adventure, or a passionate encounter. Weeks later, she's alone, perhaps driving or at the gym, and that same song comes on the radio. Suddenly, a wave of those past emotions washes over her. She doesn't just remember the moment. She feels him, his presence, his energy. He has anchored himself to a powerful emotional state within her. Anchoring is a core tool in neuro-linguistic programming, NLP. It's about creating a powerful association. By consistently pairing a specific stimulus, it could be your unique cologne, a particular phrase you use, a certain type of music, or even a specific touch, with an intense emotional state, her brain forms a powerful unconscious connection. Over time, simply encountering that stimulus will trigger the associated emotion, and crucially, she'll link you to that state. Cesare Pavese eloquently stated, "We do not remember days, we remember moments." Anchoring helps you create those unforgettable moments, imbued with your essence. A signature scent. Choose a unique, distinct cologne or natural scent. Let it become your signature. She'll associate that specific aroma with your presence, your power, your essence. The inside jokes and phrases. Develop inside jokes, unique phrases, or shared rituals that only the two of you understand. These create a private world, a unique connection that anchors positive emotions to your interactions. The emotional anchors. Be present, engaging, and emotionally resonant during your interactions. The goal is to create such profound emotional experiences that she literally feels a void when you're not there, a subtle yearning for the unique state of being you evoke. Just like Pavlov's dogs, her emotions can become conditioned, tied directly to sensory cues that remind her of you, even in your absence. This is powerful subconscious influence. Law 6. The investment rule. Make her work for it. Here's a timeless truth. People don't value what comes easy. The less effort something requires, the less inherent worth we assign to it. Let's imagine a woman meets two men. A man, he lavishes her with endless attention. He's always available, always complimenting, always affirming. He gives and gives and gives without asking for anything in return. Man B, he's selective with his validation. He gives her glimpses of his attention, moments of genuine compliment, but only when she earns it through her engagement, her effort, her genuine connection. Who does she stay up thinking about? Who commands her thoughts, her emotional energy? This man B. This the man who inspires her to invest. This is rooted in behavioral economics, known as the investment principle. The more someone puts into something, whether it's time, effort, emotion, or resources, the more they begin to feel a sense of ownership, a profound need to justify that effort. If she invests her emotional energy, her time, her thoughts into you, her mind will instinctively work harder to rationalize that investment by increasing your perceived value. This is how you create profound, lasting attraction. Aristotle, with his timeless wisdom, observed, "We are more likely to love those for whom we suffer than those who suffer for us." This applies directly. Her effort for you fuels her affection. They earn your emotional depth. Don't reveal all your layers at once. Make her curious. Let her peel back the onion through her genuine engagement and effort. The delayed gratification for compliments. Don't just throw out compliments constantly. When you do compliment her, make it specific, genuine, and earned. Let it be a reward for something truly admirable she did or said. Embrace productive silence. Don't fill every conversational void. Let silence exist. Creates tension, forces her to engage, to think, and to contribute to the interaction. This is where real connection often forms. When someone invests effort, a behavior, into something, and their internal perception of its value doesn't match that effort, they experience dissonance. To resolve this discomfort, their mind will unconsciously increase the perceived value of that thing to justify their investment. Make her invest and she'll value you more. Law 7. Silent control. The power of calm dominance. Understand this. The loudest man in the room is almost always the weakest. True power, true dominance is rarely found in noise. Imagine a bustling, crowded social gathering. People are talking over each other, competing for attention, laughing too loudly. And then there's one man. He listens more than he speaks. When he does speak, his words are measured, impactful. He doesn't laugh too hard. He doesn't feel the need to explain himself or justify his presence. He's simply there. Yet, everyone in the room keeps glancing at him. Their eyes are drawn to him. Why? Because calm, grounded presence is incredibly rare, and rare by its very nature is powerful. He projects an aura of unshakable control. In environments of high stress or uncertainty, humans instinctively look to the calmest, most composed figure for leadership and guidance. This ancient survival instinct applies directly to dating and attraction. If you can maintain your inner peace, your grounded state, in a world full of emotional chaos, indecision, and flailing anxiety, she will see you as her anchor. You become the safe harbor, the eye of the storm. Another profound insight from Lao Tzu: silence is a source of great strength. It speaks volumes without uttering a word. A strategic pauses. When you speak, incorporate silent pauses. Not awkward silences, but deliberate, confident pauses that allow your words to land, that convey gravitas and certainty. Unwavering eye contact. Hold eye contact longer than is comfortable for most. Not aggressively, but with a calm, knowing intensity. This conveys confidence, honesty, and an unshakable presence. A meaningful expressions. Smile less, but when you do smile, mean it. Let it be genuine, warm, and impactful. The rarity makes it more potent. The same applies to other expressions. Let your face convey true emotion, not just polite reactions. When you embody calm dominance, she will unconsciously begin to match your state. She'll feel more relaxed, more grounded, simply by being in your presence. You become the emotional pacemaker. These 7 laws aren't about manipulation. Let's be crystal clear on that. They are about awareness. Awareness of fundamental human psychology. Awareness of how attraction truly works beneath the surface. Women don't respond to performance, they respond to strength. They don't respond to chaos, they respond to calm. They don't respond to confusion, they respond to clarity. So stop chasing. Stop trying to earn validation. Instead, start becoming. Become the man who embodies these laws. As the profound, anonymous wisdom states, you attract what you are, not what you want. If you are truly done being ignored, if you're done playing the fool, chasing and begging for scraps of attention, if you are genuinely ready to master this game, to reclaim your power, and to attract what you truly deserve, then subscribe to Stoiforge. This is where men sharpen their minds, fortify their purpose, and learn the undeniable power of their authentic presence. Don't chase. Become the fire. She'll come to the warmth.